So vault storage seems to be a very common problem, and I've got a few simple solutions for you, so stay put. Hello my friends, and welcome back to Wizarding Wiz. First and foremost, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out, and don't be afraid to share with your friends because that also helps us out greatly. Also, leave a like or a dislike if you liked the video or didn't like the video, and on top of that, whichever one you choose, leave a comment down below and let me know why, what you enjoyed about it or what you didn't like about it, so I know what to keep and what to fix for future videos. Because my goal is to bring you the most informative and entertaining videos that I possibly can. So now, as you can tell, we are out here in the woods today. I'm actually at my local nature center here in town, and I chose this spot because several years ago, when I was a wee young lad, my friend decided to do this as his Eagle Scout project. In fact, the only one of my group of friends who made it all the way to Eagle, and yes, that is right, I was a Boy Scout at one point in time, chose this as his Eagle Scout project to revamp. And over the years, they've kind of let it grow over and kind of fill in a little bit, but it makes it even that much nicer, a nice natural ambiance. And we're here around what would be a fire pit in an actual camp, but because this is the nature center, obviously we can't build an actual fire pit, so it's just kind of a circle with benches where we can sit and tell stories. And I figured what better place to give you guys a rundown of this vault storage problem that we all seem to be having. Now, I have gotten a lot of questions over the last week or so about the best way to manage a vault, and there's a few simple solutions. One is obviously you can save up the gold and buy vault extensions, but not everybody is pay to play. A lot of people are free to play, and I myself do a little bit of mix of both, but I know plenty of people who are free to play, and so I have just a few tips for you guys. Starting with your potion storage. Now, an easy way to do that is determine what potions you use the most. For example, I tend to use the Extimulo potions, all of them, and the Invigoration potions, as well as my Brain Elixir and obviously the Health potion, more often than anything else. So I make sure that those are typically well stocked. Now, I'm running a little low right now because I've got some stuff brewing. I also do have a few wit sharpening potions, but I have stopped brewing those because to me they are pretty much useless. You can pretty much not brew them. They are somewhat helpful in higher level fortresses, but if you're playing with a group and or you have a decent stock of Extimulo potions, the wit sharpening potion is really not necessary. Now let me touch on these Extimulo potions again. They are incredibly useful when it comes to fortress battles. No matter how high of a level of a fortress that you are doing, an Extimulo potion, whether it's a regular, a strong, or a potent, is going to give you way more of an edge against any foe that you are facing, meaning that you'll be able to do more damage and in a faster time than you would without using it. So for this reason, I suggest keeping all of the Extimulo potions, and I suggest all of them because there are certain achievements and sometimes SOS assignments that require you to use a specific one of the Extimulo potions. So I would suggest keeping a small stock at least of all three of them. Obviously, the one that you would use more, keep more of, and the other two, just kind of keep a few on hand. So guys, as you can see, I'm kind of struggling with this pixie a little bit, so I want to give you just an idea real quick of what I'm talking about with the Extimulo potions. Let me use a heal up potion real quick, and if you look, if I can get my dot focused, I'm taking very little damage off the pixie as it is without an Extimulo potion. So let me jump in and throw an Extimulo potion on. We'll use a strong one, it should be good enough. Let me line up my shot here. Come on. Got him. And see the amount of damage the difference in the amount of damage that I did compared to the amount of damage that I did without the Extimulo potion. And that's what I'm talking about. So those you definitely want to keep just in case you come across foes like this that are weaker, that you are weaker to as opposed to stronger to. So that's it. Now back to the rest of the video. Now we also have ingredients, and if you take a look here at my ingredients, you can see, and actually I need to go through and clear some out, I typically only keep about 20 of most of the things or less. Now there are a few that I don't keep any more of, like I don't keep ingredients for the wit sharpening potion, I don't keep ingredients for the lesser of the invigoration potions anymore, just the strong invigoration potion, the health potion, the Extimulo potions. And the reason I do that is, one, it helps keep up on storage space. Now you can see that I have done several upgrades. I do have a decent amount of ingredient space, but I also don't want to spend money like crazy, because who wants to spend hundreds of dollars to advance their Volt storage? Now these two are the biggest problems that people tend to run out of, that and keeping energy actually up, not so much having too much energy. But the other thing that I will suggest, on top of weeding out your ingredients down to just for the potions that you brew, obviously you want to keep a stock of the potions that you do brew handy at all times. Brain elixirs definitely, health potions for fortresses, extimulo potions for traces and fortresses. Those are really your key things. And then the invigoration potions, now that's up to you. I like to keep them in hand because they help with the focus. You can help your team out better by using the invigoration potion because it gives you more focus in the start of a fortress battle. So you don't have to really struggle about who you're going to help and when. You can use the invigoration potion. You can help everybody out at least once and give them that little extra hand. Now, if you are looking to extend your Volt storage, the best advice that I can give to you is to use this one right here, the Volt extension. This is going to be your best bet. One, you're going to save about 25 gold in total by using this instead of advancing everything piece by piece. And yes, it's going to take a little bit to get the gold if you are a free-to-play player, but you can use the tricks that I just told you and keeping a very minimal stock of different things while you're saving that gold up. Then you buy the Volt extensions pack. It ups your capacity for potions ingredients by 30, and it ups your potions and your energy by 10. And by expanding your energy, you can then collect more energy to save for when you're not out and about playing. Maybe you're sitting home and just want to play your game, or maybe you're going to a family function and you just want to check in every now and then. Well, you can stock up the energy ahead of time and hold on to it. And obviously, if you have more energy space to store, you can store more energy and you can do more playing. Either way, this is your best bet. It levels up everything across the board. You save money on it, and it helps you stock up on energy and ingredients so you can keep a constant flow going. And that's another thing as well that I want to talk about real quick, is that when it comes to potion storage, you're always going to struggle a little bit for room. I find myself even now struggling a little bit for room. But if you remember to use, say, even a basic extimulo potion every other trace or every few traces or something along those lines, it'll help keep your potion stock down while you are still continuing to brew potions, because we all know that brewing potions is an achievement reward in your tasks. So, and I'm on the one that needs 2,000 now, so that's going to take forever. But by keeping a constant running flow, it goes a lot faster than you think. And so guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to just give you a couple little tips about Volt storage and a good way to manage it. It's all down really to how you play. Pick the potions that are right for you to keep. Pick the ingredients that are right for those potions, and that's it. Get rid of everything else and save that space. Don't waste time on things you don't use. And if you want to use my examples of potions to use, then feel free to. I find them very, very useful. Like you saw, I keep a small stock of pretty much everything that I use on a constant basis, and a little bit more of the healing potions, because I do a lot of a lot of solo fortress battles, so the extimulo and the healing potions really help me out there. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope that you guys found this useful. Let me know down in the comments section, and again, leave a like if you enjoyed it, leave a dislike if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and turn those notification bells on. Until the next video, guys, stay safe and watch out for those Dementors.